Welcome again to the Studio Blade channel. I'm Dimitri, and this time we'll talk about all the details of the Rambler frame lock folder. Alright, let's talk about the features of the Rambler. It's a frame lock folder. That means that the lock is integrated into the handle. It allows for a very easy disassembly, and it minimizes parts. It's very easy to maintain, but we'll talk about that later on. If you want to deploy the knife, it's really easy. There's a flipper tab here that doubles as a guard, and it opens up very smoothly. That's because there are two ball bearings on each side of the blade. You can see that the flipper tab doubles as a guard to protect your hand from slipping. And this is essential in my honest opinion. Most knives should have that because it avoids you from slipping onto the blade and causing serious injury. The lock is reinforced with an insert, a stainless hardened steel insert, because otherwise there would be friction between titanium and a hardened steel blade and it wouldn't last that long. That's how frame locks used to be made, but this is a much better system. A good steel is essential, and I've used Elmax, which is a powder metallurgic stainless steel. It's made in Sweden by Uddeholm, and powder metallurgy has come a long way. It really allows you to have a very fine grain structure in a stainless steel and optimizes cutting performance. Elmax is a very high quality steel, very high toughness, it's very wear resistant, and it's quite easy to sharpen. I do recommend that you use a ceramic stone or a diamond stone. It'd be much faster than a natural stone. The flipper tab is checkered and it has some chamfering on it, so it's quite easy to get a good grip on it and open it up. The blade shape is really unique. It's something that you don't often see. It comes actually from my hunting knife that was developed during many years. I discovered that this blade shape is really very versatile. It's good for cooking, it's good for carving, it's for woodworking. But you can also use it to open up boxes or just daily stuff. The tip is very small, which allows you to do very fine work, like almost a scalpel or scraping. If you need to clean fish or open up a chicken or something like that, the point will serve you well. The tip is slightly curved. This is a small but important detail that was added later in my hunting design, because when you're cutting something very fine work, you're not cutting the insides of what you're cutting, so you avoid damaging. If the point would be upwards, you run the risk of cutting something that you don't want to cut. You can hold the knife in four different ways. So first of all, there's a classic way. This is how you hold the knife most of the time, but you can also hold it in reverse grip. It gives you much more versatility. You can hold the knife in reverse grip, and you can choke up on the blade to do fine work as discussed before. The length of the blade is just perfect for that. You can see that the blade shape is a continuous curve, and there's also a good reason for that, because the cutting force will always be the greatest at one point. If you have a straight edge blade, the cutting forces are divided over a much longer length and it's not as effective. Let's go over some maintenance features. Usually you can see pocket reliefs on the inside of a knife like that. We kept it flat so it's easy to clean, nothing gets stuck under it, and the slit here where the lock is made is much wider. Usually it's like 0.5 millimeter or even less, but this is a wide gap. That's done on purpose, so nothing gets stuck between it and you can easily clean it. Furthermore, if you want to carry the knife, there is a milled titanium clip, the deep carry clip, so it falls into your pocket just to about here, and it will not bulge in your pocket. Nobody will see that you are carrying a knife. So it allows for a more discreet carry. That was an overview of the Rambler knife. Do make sure to check out my website for more details. And remember, there are only 300 available. Bye for now.